Today's Wednesday, July 16th. And it's kind of an unusual day in that we have filled the morning with landlord-tenant cases. I have about 3 hours worth, probably take us from 9 to noon, because I've tried to consolidate several days because I'm going to be gone for a few days. And our next scheduled court dates will be July 29th, coming in from vacation to cover sobriety court and landlord-tenant. So see how many cases from today get bumped to the 29th. We have kind of a mixed bag, some attorney cases, a few pro per cases. The afternoon today, I don't know why I did this to myself, but I scheduled a very unpleasant criminal sexual conduct case, preliminary examination with a young victim. So we will not be live streaming that case. I have not heard that it has resolved, so I believe we've got a hearing set for this afternoon that I won't be live streaming. In the early days, when we had to live stream everything, there were some of those that were live streamed and then I would delete them. But they were informative, I guess, for people to watch them, but I don't care to share those. So we don't live stream child victim cases. But we have a lot to do today, and we'll see who starts to show up. Yeah, the case is out of order. Let this run for a minute. The first couple of cases may be resolved. Yes, I will. Yes, if I lived in Florida, I'd like Michigan in the summer. And Michigan in the summer is as good as it gets. We'll see. Our 9 o'clock and some of the early cases may be settled. I did ride my bike this morning. 73 humid degrees. Somebody did turn the lights on this morning. I think Deputy Kindix picked up the slack. So it's a very hot weekend again for Southwest Michigan. I believe Meg is joining us today. She may be coming at 9, and we may not have any cases for a bit. I bet Washington State is beautiful in the summer. I don't care to visit in February. At least one book on vacation. There's a wonderful little bookstore on Mackinac that I may go to. All right. Let this go for just a couple minutes, and I may shut it off to see what Lake Winnipesaukee. That is an Indian word. I'm not sure what. Algonquin, Narragansett. It's an Indian word for I wish I was in Michigan. Yes, all my relatives are from Canada. Some very nice people shared some family tree stuff with me. I have a great-great-great-grandfather, who was a judge in Ontario, very well regarded. Somebody sent me a book called The Beloved Judge Middleton. I haven't visited Canada enough. I need to maybe go explore my family history. Thank you all for the nice comments. I want to see if anybody comes in at 9. Otherwise, I may stop this for a bit. I've been to Lake Winnipesaukee a couple times. It is big and it is cold. Lots of rich people live there. Yes, great turtle. Well, this is going to be just a bunch of me waiting for something to happen. Because I don't think anything is going to happen, because I think we have to start the morning with a couple of dismissals. I bet Northern California is pretty in the summer too. And I bet it is out in Georgia. That's nice to know. Thank you. Today it's supposed to feel like 95 here in Southwest Michigan, so Florida people will be right at home here. I'm about to take my dream vacation. Yes. All right, we'll see what happens in 2 minutes. I guess we could maybe use some thunderstorms. It's been dry. Peas and carrots. In the song Let the Mystery Be by Iris Dement, she says she doesn't want to get reincarnated as carrots or little sweet peas. It's a wonderful song. Yes. I did try to get community mental health to help a recent defendant, Mr. Wadley, who was not doing well. And to Pivotal's credit, our jail liaison is working on getting a hospitalization for him. She also did find a couple of residential placements for a couple of our people with drug addiction issues. All right, it's 9. No one is here. Deputy Tyler did not retire. He got moved over to Three Rivers, I think by choice, so he would have more time to work on some of the administrative duties. He does some other stuff for the sheriff's department, keeping track of things and corrections and otherwise, because he's a very good officer. So we're going to miss him. He's going to retire next year, but he's still here for a while. Nobody wants to be my friend. You're right. Nobody's here at 9:01. All right, thank you all for saying good morning and this false alarm. It may be a little bit because the first couple of cases I think are gone. So I'm gonna shut this off and restart it in a few minutes when I get a case. We have a dozen,
Well, that took a
so
turn.
we'll see how we do.
Judge Middleton opened the day in classic form, chatty, thoughtful, with more personal anecdotes than legal arguments as the morning docket warmed up. You got the sense this wasn't just a judge running through cases. It was a man genuinely enjoying his time on the bench, even if he had overbooked himself. Between birthday shoutouts, weather commentary, and reflections on Michigan summers and Canadian ancestry, it felt more like a fireside chat than a courtroom. Livestream, and that's part of the charm. The judge even mused about reincarnation as peas and carrots, courtesy of an Iris Dement song, while waiting for attorneys and defendants to log in. But beneath the easy tone was a full docket, 3 hours of landlord-tenant hearings squeezed in before a difficult, sensitive criminal matter later in the day. That case, notably, was excluded from livestream out of respect and good judgment. Reminder that while the court can be light-hearted, it never loses its gravity where it counts. There were dismissals, delays, and the quiet shuffle of rescheduling around a looming vacation. But the overarching theme was familiar. Judge Middleton's courtroom is run with warmth, clarity, and just enough humor to keep the gears turning. Even when no one shows up at 9:01, he's there, ready, reflective, and sharing a bit of personality with anyone tuned in. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.